So, how you doing? I gotta test this and see if this works. Oh, look at that, my camera's gone already. This is the third time I tried to make this video, and I'm gonna do it live in 5 minutes because I'm fucking pissed off. Yeah, I've been trying to make this video all morning. For some reason, one thing after another happens and it won't fucking make. I can't make it. So, I'll just zip through this as fast as possible. A bunch of people arguing about this hospital and whether or not it's okay to bomb this hospital, because the IDF, who's lied repeatedly about everything, says our Shifa hospital is sitting on top of a bunker full of fucking munitions belonging to Hamas. That's a lie. It doesn't happen. It's not true. Even if it were true, tell you what, if you leave fucking Palestine, they're not going to use their weapons on you. Do you understand? When you leave Palestine, when you stop invading another country, they're not going to use their weapons on you. Ergo, you don't have to fucking destroy their weapon cache if you just simply fucking leave. I'm sorry. I'm so pissed off and upset about the goddamn video not working. For the third time, I forgot the fucking microphone. Why am I upset about this? Because that's sitting on top of that quote-unquote weapons cache, which, by the way, doesn't exist. They just want to destroy the last operating hospital, or functioning hospital in Gaza City, and probably Gaza. They've already destroyed 22. They've already destroyed 22 hospitals and made them unworkable, unusable. This is genocide. They are trying to make it so that Gaza is unlivable, so they will leave, so the Israelis, the glorious Israelis, can steal their fucking land because they covet it. And I choose that word very carefully. Anybody, including Ethan Klein, I can't believe I got to do another hour video all over again. Anybody, including Ethan Klein, bitching and crying about how torn he is. I'm sorry I look like this. I have to show you this too. I have to do this again. I am so goddamn fucking pissed off. Because they have been fucking with me all goddamn fucking morning, these little pussies. But I'm going to make this goddamn video. The reason I look like this is because that's what I'm doing with my fucking time while I'm trying to restart my computer and make up and get rid of and redo the goddamn video. So in between these video takes, I am doing something for my neighbor, which is why I look like this. Very simple. It's very simple, and I'm going to do this video in 5 minutes. It's very simple. I don't give a shit if the meth head who's got a gun to somebody's head killed the goddamn Pope or a cop. And they're surrounded by 10 other cops. And they got the drop on the guy, but he's got the fucking hostage. I don't care what the meth head did. The cops can't shoot the fucking hostage and kill the hostage to get the fucking meth head. That's what Israel did on October the 7th with their Hannibal Directive to their own people. Now they're trying to tell you that it's okay, and we've got people in the United States, including Ethan Klein, who say this is a viable fucking discussion to have, whether or not Israel has the right to blow up all of those fucking newborn children because there's a weapons cache underneath the hospital. There's no weapons cache. They've lied about every goddamn thing since October the 7th. And they've blown up their own goddamn people and blamed that on Hamas. How about those 40 beheaded babies? It was 1,800 fucking civilians who were killed by evil Hamas. Now it's less than 1,200. And 2/3 of them actually were IDF. Just lie after lie after lie. And now we're supposed to say, oh, well, there's a weapons cache under there. So what? Who gives a fuck? If that was your fucking newborn in that goddamn hospital, you would damn sure have a different opinion over it, wouldn't you? Now, I could show you all the goddamn links and all the fucking shit that I had pulled up for this, but I'm not going to. Not now, because they fucked my goddamn video over too many fucking times, and I'm fucking sick of it. That's a lie. IDF says there's weapons under. Who gives a shit, first of all? Second of all, it's a lie. They have taken out 22 of the hospitals, of 34 hospitals in the Gaza Strip. Were there weapons caches under all of them? No. It's a genocide. They're trying to make it unlivable. Here are the babies. That is not a stock photo of fucking babies. That is actually babies in that hospital, because it is the only functioning maternity ward in Gaza City. 400 more U.S. officials have signed a letter of protest saying Biden's support of Israel is out of fucking control. It has to stop. And then there's this. This is Ethan Klein. And this is a TikTok thing from Middle East Eye. Ethan Klein arguing with this rat piece of shit bastard, the Nepo baby, nephew of Cenk Uygur, who, by the way, pushes for a one-state solution. Someone should ask this dumbass what they would call it. My guess is Israel. He's supposed to be on our side, doing some bullshit fucking controlled opposition debate, quote unquote, with Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein, who, this was 4 days ago, ends up blowing his business deal with him. They had some kind of stupid podcast because this guy doesn't support glorious Israel. And he's conflicted. How is he conflicted? Well, Israel has a right to defend themselves by killing babies? Because they've killed 4,625 children so far. How many's enough? The way they are talking about defending Israel is this. Turns out the quote-unquote orcs on the other side of the fence weren't as stupid and weak as they had been told. And so they reminded the people of Israel, no, you're not protected by the glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing IDF. Turns out you're weaker, you're more vulnerable than they let on. Why? Because the IDF lies. The Mossad's motto is, through deception, you shall make war. They lie all the time in order to justify brutality and bullying and targeting civilian infrastructure so they can steal the fucking land. You really want to support Israel, Ethan? You're supporting Bibi Netanyahu, because as soon as this is over, Bibi Netanyahu is gone. There's going to be a vote of no confidence. The people are going to start investigating. They're already, the press is already investigating. Who killed the most Israeli civilians on October the 7th? Hamas or the IDF? And so far, it looks like the IDF. Don't tell me no. Mondo Weiss, Intercept, Gray Zone, and of course, Times of Israel and Haaretz. And Ethan knows what those two are. They've all done it. They're all doing investigations into it. Bibi's gone. If they have to back out with nothing, and they don't get a single square acre of fucking land to show for it, and Israel has already lost all these business deals, and been made to look like a bunch of animals killing babies, So they've lost all kinds of PR work that they've been doing. They've been fucking spending billions of dollars for the last decade to try to get away from cast lead, protective edge. And now it's all fucking for nothing. And why? Because Bibi Netanyahu knows as soon as it's fucking over, so is he. And here you are supporting it because you are conflicted. You're not really that conflicted, are you, bitch?
It's unacceptable. It's disgusting.
You weren't that conflicted.
I've seen videos, you know, I saw videos of Palestinian dads holding his dead, like, 5-year-old daughter. I mean, and there was another one that, like, as a father, it's even hard to talk about. This dude was holding his infant. It was like a year old. And he was like patting her on the back and saying like his final goodbye. I mean, he's holding her like she's alive, like he's just burping her or something. I didn't expect to get emotional about that, but like, I'm a new dad and that shit really fucks me up. And I hate to see it. It's not right. I think people in Israel that support the government and the government need to watch that shit. I think Israel shutting off water, power, and food to Gaza is insane. It doesn't even make sense.
It does make sense. It does make sense. Of course, he says that on the 13th. And now he's going to break up his fucking deal with him because he's been hearing from fucking Israel, according to him. He's been hearing from his friends and financial backers in Israel and the ones here in the United States who didn't like his display. So he got his mind right, like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. What kind of human being does that? What kind of fucking human being does that? Did I shut down the goddamn pictures? Oh, it's okay. For those of you watching while I make this, it's okay. I'll bring them back up. Oh, there they are right there. It's all right, motherfuckers. I'll bring them back up. And if I got to make this goddamn video, if this one doesn't record, I'll make it with my goddamn cell phone, you miserable pieces of shit. Here's what we're talking about. This is it. This is the modern fucking, this is the conflict. Are you conflicted, Ethan? And are you apologists out there? You conflicted? How many of them have to go, Ethan? Pick out the one that looks the most like your newborn child and save that one and kill the rest. There's 15. And I've already showed you, this is not some fucking stock photograph. These are actually kids in that fucking building. Which building? That one. So you're going to save one of them, Ethan, because it looks the most like yours, and you're going to commit the other 14 to what? Yeah, to that, Ethan. Because you're conflicted? What's the conflict? Huh? What's the fucking conflict? Glorious Israel wants some fucking land? Bibi Netanyahu doesn't want to be arrested? What's the conflict, Ethan? Because Hamas is not going to chase the IDF back into fucking Israel. You pull out, it's over, it's done. No more fucking rockets, no more fucking shooting. It's just time for another 2 years of rebuilding. So what's the fucking conflict? There is no conflict. There is none. There is humanity. And there is fucking evil.